So when it comes to Venus dealing with values and relationships and love, it deals a lot with how we approach the things that are valuable to us. What approach do we take? How we value those things and what we do with those things once we have them. Do we build upon them? So when Venus enters Aries, Aries is a sign of a head and ego space, Venus takes on a more self-centered way and approach, and it becomes more about what am I getting out of it. And because it's also Venus associated with the headspace with Aries, it has to look like what it is that you want. So this means that the senses, the physical senses, going to be how it feels, is going to be the most important things during that time. Because we're still in the Pisces season as well, we're going to be having visions of our ideal partners or romantic self, or what is supposed to be ours. We may be connecting to our highest self, or just seeing our ideal partner or twin flames or things of that nature, or something that it is we're supposed to be connected to that gives us great senses of pleasure and relates personally to us. So when Venus is in Aries, also there's a little less patience for discernment. So the moment something comes into visualization, we may actually pursue it without necessarily giving it further thought. So that's something to also be mindful of as well. But I will say that with Venus in Aries, we will be more courageous and outspoken, and very likely to take that chance. There won't be any fear, and a lack of fear is a very powerful thing when you're trying to manifest and pursue things without running into failure. So pulling for, like I said, 2 cards for Venus and Aries. When we transition to Venus and Aries, we have the Fool. And it's very interesting because with the Fool, it makes me think of the vastness of the energy. This can become anything. We haven't really decided what it is yet. And coming off the energy of Venus and Pisces, that Neptune energy, we're going to be left with that energy abruptly. And you may not know where to place that vast ocean within your metaphysical psyche. So you're still going to be trying to figure out what you want to do with the energy. You're still a Pinocchio with this new energy. So you still have to figure out what you want to do, where you want to place it, how you want to navigate this energy. It's like you're looking at these relationships, you're looking at the ideal lover, the ideal self. You see, okay, you see this new state, this person that you want to be now. You see that you connected with this new flame that you're feeling within your heart. Now that the attention is opened up to the portal and the connection, it's kind of like, what do I do? What do I do now that I have it, or now that it's in my awareness, now that it's in my eyesight? So, King of Water. So now there's going to be a big reflection tying back to what you get next, and what becomes of this has a lot to do with the energy that you're sitting in and how you're maneuvering and manipulating the energy around you. So you can move out of any place where you're at. You can move out of the hood, but if you bring the hood with you, it's going to meddle that area. It's going to become the new state of the energy that you're in, and you'll still have the same problems and all of that stuff with you wherever you go. If you still have a stagnant state of mind, you're still in a lax state of mind within your relationship state, and you've been still playing second fiddle, even when you find this ideal partner, you're still going to drive them away because you're not going to show up in a way that is appreciative of that ideal partner, and they're going to be looking at you like you're not showing up in equal measure, because this is about mirroring. So somebody else is left holding the bill. This is really important in a time when we think of these Venus transitions. Like, there's so much opening up, and that's a beautiful thing. We have all these amazing things coming into our awareness, this vivid stuff, and during this time with Venus and Pisces, I think that it's a very powerful time that we can really maximize and just allow ourselves to stretch the sky's the limit as far as what we allow to be achievable, or just on the list for what we feels good to us that we allow to come to us. But understand that, like, as we get closer to the middle of Mars and we move towards a Venus in Aries, or just even not even focusing on the planetary positions, but just thinking within your own position and awareness, the things that are expanding and opening up, take a moment to actually reel it in and come out of your headspace and actually be realistic about the things that you've shifted to or transcended to. Are you bringing a good quality of energy with you to where you're going? What are you going to do? Are you going to improve upon where you're at in your new level up? Or are you going to bring it down? You still have an obligation to create the life wherever you go. And I want to leave you with that Venus energy, and give you time to bring mindfulness to your own position and what you're doing with the values, the relationships, and the desires that you're moving towards and working towards, and what you're doing to build upon the good things that you deserve for yourself in a healthy way. I hope that this resonates with you and that you're enjoying the transitions of this Venus cycle, this Pisces sun, and this day in the sun and crown. I'll be dropping the other message about the chakra weekly messages, so stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this message. Much love, many blessings, and ashe.